On this beautiful Saturday, much of the southeast, even a little bit into the deep south, are under a severe weather watch right now. Areas like Mississippi as well as Alabama expecting significant damage as this storm is going to be headed across. Specifically for South Carolina, though, we're under this marginal risk. For the Midlands, most of us, we're under this isolated activities, very limited to no intensity expected. Before that story is going to change tomorrow, we're expecting some possible strong winds, even some hail, and this could produce a few tornadoes if it does create that much instability into the area. So like I said, right now we have parts of Saluda, Aiken, and Winnsboro that is under that slight risk. However, the more you move towards the east for the central parts of the Midlands under that marginal risk, story all changes tomorrow. Majority of the state is going to be under this slight risk where it's going to be strong winds, some damaging wind gusts, even some possible hail that could be quarter size before moving out of the area, producing some dry skies. As far as Monday, what to expect in this is going to be some isolated intensity. It's going to be very short-lived because the storm is going to be moving very rapidly. The timing of it is going to be expected early morning tomorrow, 6 a.m. when most people may be headed into church, to 2 p.m. Make sure you plan for some extra time if you're going to be headed out tomorrow. It's going to be some strong winds that could exceed 30 miles per hour, producing some damaging gusts of 60 miles per hour, where you likely will see some power outages, and that definitely makes for a rocky ride. Let's take a look at where this storm is right now. It's producing some thunderstorm activity in Tennessee right now, and some possible tornadic activity like I was talking about earlier in areas like Montgomery and Jackson, Mississippi. Right now it's moving eastward. That is the motion of this storm, this strong line that's going to be producing. Now, as that is going to be headed towards the east, that's going to be our areas. We're going to be seeing some increased cloud cover throughout today, and it's expected to hit the area, the state, as far as the upstate, by 3 a.m. early this morning. It's going to be a very rapid move. You can see that's going to be starting at around 5 a.m. specifically, hitting the western parts, and by the time that it's 7 a.m. producing some heavy rainfall in the central parts of the Midlands before starting to head towards the east. And with this storm, as it does move out, we can't rule out another stray shower or two throughout the evening. Take a breakdown of this. Let's look at the severity risk that we're going to be talking about. As it does move towards the western parts of the Midlands, we can expect that there's a moderate risk of some damaging winds. As it moves more to the central parts, damaging winds continue. It's going to be some gusty winds out there, and even the potential of some flooding because of this excessive rainfall that we are going to be seeing. And that's going to continue to be a concern. Some localized flash flooding is going to be possible. Now, as it does move towards the west, the formation of this storm, the intensity could possibly bring some tornado formation and some large hail. We talked about quarter size. Like I said, after it moves out of the area specifically, can't rule out a shower or two. For the wind gusts, we remain under that marginal risk, meaning it will be short-lived through the storm. However, those winds are still expected to, even start today, lasting through the evening tomorrow. Hail, quarter size. We got a low risk of that, so we want to be thankful for that. Tornado potential remains low in some of the western parts of the Midlands. However, marginal, where it could be some intensity based on the formation of the storm as you head towards the other parts of the Midlands. Excessive rainfall for the state. The upstate right now has a marginal risk for some excessive rainfall before tomorrow. We all continue to see that because this storm is expected to produce some record numbers of rainfall. Winds are expected to pick up this afternoon, peaking in the 30s. We're talking about right now, this evening, and by overnight, we expect those winds to continue picking up, gusting up to 40 miles per hour, which is a noticeable breeze that you'll definitely see before finally subsiding tomorrow evening. So I would say it would definitely be a breezy next few days. Tornado threat, that is a huge concern when it does come to these severe weather activity storms. Now there is a low risk that we want to be thankful for, that there is a lower risk for some tornadic activity through this storm. However, that does remain a bit marginal as you head towards the upstate areas, like I would say in Newberry, Saluda, Edgefield, and parts even of Aiken could have a higher risk of that. So you can see by tomorrow afternoon, that tornado risk, supercell risk, is expected to be remain low, however become much more widespread as we head into the afternoon and continue up until the evening, where it becomes less of a concern. The main threat of this storm is going to be winds. That's what we've been talking about. We're talking about these winds that could exceed 50 miles per hour. What you want to do in advance is you want to secure any outdoor lawn furniture that you have right now, because you don't want it to fly away. I mean, these breezy conditions can definitely cause that. And be careful driving. Even when it's going to be raining out there, flash flooding is possible, and we know how that goes because we've seen this before here in the Midlands. Rainfall accumulation across the Midlands. Some areas could see more than 2 inches tomorrow, and lots of areas expecting close to an inch of rainfall. That's going to be some heavy downpours and intense rain bands for tomorrow. Now, what's the impact that you mainly need to know? Like I talked about, these damaging wind gusts are a major concern, and flash flooding. So you'll want to have multiple ways to get warnings. Here's a few of those ways that you can think about that. Your cell phone. Also, possibly go out and buy a weather radio. I know that's super helpful. It's going to be loud, I will tell you that, but it's going to make sure that you're informed. And then lastly, pay attention to local TV and radio. We'll be here keeping you updated all throughout tonight, as well as even into tomorrow morning and lasting throughout the day. We'll be keeping you updated on your forecast to make sure that you're staying safe.